All right. Well, let's move on. We got some new lists. Let's talk some new lists, folks. Right? We can do that.
Yeah.
Do people want us to talk about this list?
I don't know. I don't care. Like, I like new lists. I think they're fun. I even stopped looking. I breaking the episodes up. I even stopped looking at views at this point. I just post the new lists that we have because I think they're fun. Like, I think it's fun.
I agree. I love making stuff.
I broke last week's lists up into villain and hero so that they were separated. We did them separate. Yeah. So yeah, I agree with you. Actually, that was like the big thing in Destiny was list building, right? Like that was part of the draw for Destiny was we had the list building, and like we're getting to the point now with Set 5 that we can build lists that have such variety to them that there isn't, in my opinion, a wrong or right answer. The reason you're seeing Kanan, for example, is I played against a Kanan a couple days ago, and I asked the guy for the list, and I tweaked the list and started playing it, and it's actually pretty good. It's a better list than it is, and I stopped playing the Force Space. There you go, Alex. I stopped playing the Force Space with them, so no longer. I'm playing Datavolt, but yeah, it's just me because I just
Datavolt.
I just play I like way too many cards to include it. But anyway, so we have some lists. The first one we're gonna do is we got Alex has updated his trench list. So let's go through your updated trench list.
I got it to a svelte 53 cards. Okay.
I know you're down to cards.
I'm just like, Pershings don't need it, Avengers don't need it, whatever. So this has 9 units. It has a 62% chance to draw a unit in its starting hand. Just one, not even first turn plays. I love it. Yeah, so this is just trench hard control. I have a blast playing it. Bystanders have a blast watching it. The other person doesn't. My bad. But yeah, it's Trench Colossus. What it does is just outlast your opponent until they just don't have cards anymore. But now that a lot of things have 4 health, I end up just milling people now, which is convenient. So it's got triple restock, triple enticing reward, triple top target, triple Bazine, triple entrenched, 1 tech, so you never lose to other hard control. Double, I'm your father. Triple merciless contest, triple outmaneuver, triple power of the dark side, triple frozen carbonite, double perilous position, double fell the dragon, triple search your feelings, triple vigilance, triple no glory, triple bounty hunter crew, double evacuate, triple super laser blast, and double annihilator. In the sideboard, I got triple takedown. Sideboard's still a work in progress. We're going to see what happens. Triple takedown, double direct hit, triple waylay, and double imprisoned. Mostly because there's a lot more crate dragons out now. So I would like not to take damage to my base while I'm finding a way to out that thing. So Imprison just makes it lose all of its abilities. Doesn't get any. So I can do things like Imprison, take 2 damage, and then like froze it and carbonite it, or entrench it, or something where I turn off the ability. That's the important part. I mean, I found myself actually pretty low health most of these times, so usually it's like I'll just no glory it or something and eat the 5. But yeah, it outlasts your opponent. There's a lot of cool new unique units that are being played on turn 1. So like enticing reward and top target are very legitimate targets, and you just outlast your opponent. This thing really goes when it's at 13 or 14 resources.
Yeah. Your goal is at minimum to hit 12, no questions asked. That way you can double vigilance in a turn, which is the sweet spot.
Right, mostly there. Bounty hunter crew pick up the vigilance, play the vigilance, and do it again next turn. But yeah, it's really fun. The triple out maneuver main deck is very good into aggro things. Vader can't generate a TIE fighter token if he never attacks. So I haven't tested into. The only space aggro I've gone into is Vader, and I've gone to like Sabines and stuff. Nothing super crazy, but it's been holding up very, very much better than it used to because there's a lot less data vault and a lot less indirect damage. Indirect damage was a pain.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more annoying to go against. Also, I love Annihilators, and I've smuggled them out multiple games, and that's really funny.
Yeah, this is hard control. For those who didn't catch that, very hard control.
It's the hardest control.
It's weird not having Pershings in there, but I guess it does. Like it doesn't matter. What do you do if they pillage and force through you? What do you do then? Just cry?
I haven't played anyone main decking pillages.
Okay.
But usually Force Throws I was able to not affect much because most of the things does something. And also the enticing rewards, it's basically draw 2 because you look at the top 10 cards and pull 2 non units. And I only have 9 units, so like you're just drawing 2 of whatever the best case scenario thing is. That actually helps with the card draw.
So what did you add in to get rid of the fine editions? Because that was the other thing that used to be in there.
It hurt not having the fine editions. The Perilous were in the side before. Now they're main deck, just a couple of them, just to mostly get around some leaders or some like phantoms and things like that. Yeah, so it's like I ended up cutting a couple fine editions. I cut the Avengers. I cut all the Pershings. I added the enticing rewards. I main decked the outmaneuvers, main decking 2 Perilous. I upped Search Your Feelings and Bounty Hunter Crew because those are really good. And I upped the number of top targets mainly. And the sideboard's still a work in progress. Like I'm not sure if I need triple takedown. It could just be like a third Fell the Dragon. But generally you just do whatever you want with this deck anyway, so once you super laser blast their board, you usually can cruise. Wouldn't recommend anyone play this deck or play against it, but it's fun and I love it.
All right, let's move on. The next deck that we have is a Kanan Green Datavolt. You could run this just as a regular Green Datavolt, and we could talk about which cards you would cut. I actually just found that this deck was super fun. That stupid Loth Wolf is a pain in the butt. Like, oh my gosh, is that thing a pain in the butt? And like, I wonder if like, okay, so when you play that, you just can shield it, right? Like if you have the resources, you play it, you can shield it, and you just always shield it if they don't kill it. Like so they have to waste removal to kill that thing almost every time.
Like 2 for 1,
yeah. Like it just almost always has to. Otherwise, like it just sits there and like you don't care. Like you don't even have to worry about like thinking whether you want to swing with it. You literally just set it there. Like, do you want to shield it? Is the only question you ever have. Is that? That's it.
Yeah, shades of my raid deck there. It's just like, I can get through my shielded Sentinel while I do other things.
Yep. This deck focuses pretty heavily on the creature synergy piece of Kanan's ability. Like I said earlier, somebody played this deck against my Han Blue deck, and we were playing against it, and like this deck was really fun to play against. Like, and so then I was like, all right, well now I'm going to take it, and like I changed a bunch of things, and the sideboard, just ignore the sideboard. That's just old stuff that he had in there. That's not the sideboard I would keep. But
that'd be an illegal sideboard to keep anyways, so it's 14 cards. But yeah.
So that's just some of the stuff I pulled out of his deck that I kept that I wanted to remember for it. But essentially, we'll go through it. It is 3 Timelies, 2 Gungis, 2 Heras, 3 Loth Wolves, 3 Minox, 3 of the Vulptex. Is that how you say that, JJ?
I just call it Vulpix, like the Pokemon.
All right. 3 Entrenched, 3 Blue Leaders, 3 Kanan, 3 Grogu, 2 of the Sabine's Tie, 3 Resupply, 3 Kanan, 3 Fells, 2 Takedowns, 3 of the Purgles, 3 of the Pterodex, I think that's how you say them. 2 of the 5-cost Ghosts, 2 Rivals Fall, 3 Lukes, and just for JJ, I mean, he had 1 in his deck, but I put the Purgle King. No, JJ said that was like his favorite card.
I love the Purgle King. It's so cool. Everything about it's great. More playable.
So I put the Purgle King in there, like, because they have to answer it if you play. Like, if you play it, like, it just restores 4. So I don't know, like, it just does that. And then
I mean, that finishes games.
Yep, 2 Mythosaurs. More or less, not because of the fact that. Not
cool.
It's just because it's cool, yeah. And like you could put Zillow Beast in that slot. Like it
I think I'd rather have Zillow over Mythosaur, but Mythosaur's cool.
It's probably better as Zillow Beast is, especially in this meta with ground units. But it's still, I just wanted to put that one in there.
But you wouldn't be able to make Kanan a Mandalorian.
I know. Well, my Kanan usually dies before that, so it doesn't matter.
That would be very much more normal, but yes.
And then 2 Nebulas. So, and he was only playing 1 Nebula when we played against him, and I was like, you should add more Nebulas. Like, you should at least be running 2, man. Like, because he wiped my board, and I was like, oh fuck! Somebody figured out you could play Nebula Ignition now. Damn it!
Right?
Like,
it wasn't just me.
Yeah, I was like, remember when we did it in Ray? And then like I was like, it's like I always think about it. Like, so if I run a deck that's doing upgrades or shielding or whatever, Nebula Ignition is an auto include now. And then like he ran it because like all this stuff had shields on it, and I was like, damn it. I guess not all of it, but most of it did. So
there's also other things you could do, like Sabine's Masterpiece goes out experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, and so does Azra, and a couple other things you could do, upgrade one of your dudes with entrench kind of thing. So,
and this deck
shove Hera in something.
You can shove Hera in something, which works out super well. Put Hera on a ghost, and not only is it thematic, but it works out very well because now that ghost is permanently upgraded, and everything is now Sentinel.
Your specters are Sentinels, and they all have Restore 1.
Yeah, and so it works out like it's not the best thing in the whole wide world, right? Like we should actually probably go back and look at a Hera deck again, Hera leader deck. I think that would be kind of fun. We should put one together, Alex, and actually test it, make sure it works. But we should do that. Let's go through a Hera deck. Like I really like the Hera theme piece. But one of the neat things that he did is he used the Grogu to move damage off of my Agobagu. So it just sat there. it just sat there. I was like, all right, well, cool.
If you're a Kaz, that wouldn't matter.
If you were Kaz, it wouldn't matter. But you wouldn't be running Kaz Datavolt either. Like you would never do that. That would be nuts.
No, but Kaz Blue would be fine with it.
Yeah. So this is just kind of like a new pet deck. Actually, like I said, I played against this guy. It was super fun. He was very kind and sent me his list, and I do have his original list that I will not share outside of my group, but this is kind of like what's the version it morphed into, and like he had a force-based list, and so like we could go back to that list. I saved it so I could go back to it and maybe create a force version of this. I just don't know if it'll work or not.
I like this one. It's fun. It looks cool.
But yeah, this like I played it a couple times and it's just super fun. Like you don't win every time. It's kind of like the Lando list. Like it's really niche and like fun, but I think there's something to this list, and there's something to Kanan that we just haven't discovered everything for it yet. And I think once they ban Force Throw, I think Kanan's going to be able to come out of the woodwork here. So, yeah. Anyway, so there you go. All right. Next up on the list is JJ. You have a Assange green deck.
Misspelled Assange there, JJ. What's up with that?
So I wanted to update this here mainly because I happened to play against an Assange on a random pickup game, and then I was like, I actually haven't looked at Assange since the new set, so I wanted to like include some items that are in here. The main focus of this deck is using the hidden abilities for some of these units that come in, and it works really, really well because if you can set it up correctly, you can have a unit that's hidden deployed the first turn, then the following turn you can deploy, use an event, and then attack with the hidden unit they had already set up from the previous turn. So kind of like a 1-2 combo. So let me run down the list here. So we got Assange Ventress with green base. We got 2 copies of McClunky, 3 copies of Shoot First, 3 Aura Sings, 3 Bib Fortunas, 2 Surprise Strikes, 2 3 Lessons, 3 copies of the Banking Clan Shuttle, 3 Boba Fett's, 3 Shin Hatis, 2, now there are 2 of them, 3 Forloms, 3 Dooku's, 3 Jabba the Hutts, 3 Balin Skulls, 3 Boss, 3 Zuckuses, 3 Overwhelming Barrages, and 3 Aya Sidons. And then on the sideboard, I have one more 3 Lessons. I have 3 Relentless Pursuits, 3 Waylays, and then 3 Pilgars there. Now the nice little combo that I've tested out with this. I've only had limited tests with it, but Balin's Skull being able to do his ability when he's played is super great. And combination with Dooku, being able to extend out that hidden effect. I chose not to put any Sentinels in here, mainly because I really wanted to focus on the hidden aspects. But this can take out units pretty well, especially with the Forlom Zuckuss combo. And then between Jabba and Bib Fortuna and Bosk, every time that you're playing those event cards with Assange's ability, you're just really getting extra stuff on it. I have played against decks that did a lot of indirect damage, which, funny enough, I put on Jabba. I've actually gotten him to 7 health and then McClunky him to and then him again.
Maximum disrespect.
Yeah, it's so great when I can do that. It's very rare. I'm usually doing it when he gets like 4 damage. But yeah, it's so fun. I've done quite a bit with this. It is very ground heavy. I wish I could put a little more space units in this. But so far it's been pretty fun on having that hidden unit setup, and your opponent really can't do anything unless they spend like a Power of the Dark Side or something to take them out. But then you have other units that you can bring out later on for that. So it's a pretty like nice deck to kind of do like a 1-2 combo with that.
Yeah, this is like an all yellow deck minus your Overwhelming Barrage and Aya Sign-In. So
yeah, exactly.
It's like that Cad Bane yellow deck that we saw like last set. Like everybody was just running 99% like yellow and then like 1 red card or 2 red cards.
I mean, that Overwhelming Barrage is kind of worth it though. I mean, especially if you have a unit that's hidden, you can set it up for the following turn. Like having a Balin or Dooku out on 1 turn and then having them survive because they can't be attacked directly, and then doing an Overwhelming Barrage the following turn, and then attacking with that unit after you play the Overwhelming Barrage. Like it's really good.
Yeah, I think one of the big things, like I like the deck, and I think like the only thing, yeah, I say your space presence is a little iffy.
Yeah, I rely mainly on the OB to try to deal with that with those units out there, but that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could vary that up a little bit, but I think the other thing too, like at least in the sideboard, is that what's that Terranek guy? What's that Terranek? Whatever that stupid green ambush one. Yeah. Like that would be a good sideboard card for all the Force decks too. So
was it Terran Tantrix or whatever that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's like 3 T's in it. Terran Tatic.
Yeah. I like the deck. Like I think we should maybe that's what we should do is we should like play off meta decks against each other. There you go. Like how do you own enough of these cards, JJ, so that we could play webcam games? And
I'm just waiting for a box, man.
I mean, all my decks are off meta, right? No one wants to
play Trench. You're not allowed to play Trench. We've already established that that's technically
we should play 1 Trench game on stream, watch everyone look at the degeneracy, and then look at us in disgust.
Yeah, you want me to play my Vader yellow against it? How about that?
It's a more fun and interesting matchup.
Alex. We lost Alex.
Yeah. So,
or did I just lose the 2 of you? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Craven Powers. Yeah. Why not?
Craven Power. That would be a good one too.
Yeah. Actually, a little more green in there.
That would actually be really good on Balin. Like, holy crap, is that good on Balin? For it. So, all right, the next deck that we have is Alex. We have a Vonreg Datavolt. So, sticking with that Datavolt theme there.
Do you still have your Vonreg showcase? Because I still have my Vonreg showcase. So I'm just like, yeah, put it to use.
Yeah, I do. I built a Vonreg deck before the beginning of the first set, or the last set, or whatever you want to call it, and it was super fun. I actually really like Vonreg.
Yeah, he's pretty silly. So Vonreg Datavolt. This is just super space aggro, but because you have Datavolt, you tend not to lose to other aggro decks. That is kind of the reason that I went with Datavolt.
Mm-hmm. So
it's got triple of the Crackshot V-Wings. That's the 2/2 for 1, but they take a damage if you don't have a fighter, but you'll have fighters. It's got triple FO TIE Fighter, triple of the Forge Starfighters, the Sith 1/1s, Hidden Raid 1. Triple of the TILNs, triple Daring Raid, triple of the Exegol Patrollers, triple Kylo Silencer. I keep going back and forth if I want silencers or the strike ships, because the strike ships do have overwhelm, but when your opponent hits into them, that's not good. But putting Vonreg on an overwhelm ship is really good.
Yeah, it's super fun.
So I'm going back and forth. Triple the Outland TIE, triple of the Victor 2 Mauler Mythal there, double air superiority, triple stay on target, triple arm to the teeth, triple main deck tri-fighters, tell the other people no, you can't heal your base, double disabling Fang Fighter, triple droid missile platform because it's 4 attack, triple the prototype TIE Advanced because it's 4 attack, triple Victor Leader, triple Vonreg's TIE, triple the Clone Combat Squadron, double OB, and then triple Vader Pilot. In the side, I have 2 Black Sun Starfighters against other space aggro stuff, a 3rd Disabling Fang Fighter, a 3rd OB, double Planetary Bombardment, triple Ruthless Raider, and a Red Devastator for late game stuff. And this deck is fast and silly, by the way.
Oh, I bet.
I beat a Luke Pilot Tarkentown with this, and half my units have 1 health. That's just how fast this is.
I wonder how this does into Vaders.
It is faster than Vaders. I actually played that matchup a couple times.
When we played at Richmond, I played a version of this deck there. It was very, very tough to beat. I won 2-1 on this one, but it is super tough. The only way you really win this is like kind of is knowing when you have to beat down this list. Once you can control the number of space units that are out there, then it becomes a lot easier to manage it. But it is a very, very tough matchup for Vader.
Putting Vader Pilot onto like an Exegol Patroller or a strike ship, which I don't have here, is silly because of the overwhelm.
Mm-hmm.
And it can get kind of nuts. I keep going back and forth. I want the silencers or the strike ships, just because that overwhelm does come up a lot with Vader Pilot.
Why not dump the Outlander tie and put strike ships in that one?
Because the Outlander tie is really, really good. Because whatever ship, because Vonreg comes out at 4, so basically whatever ship you're putting on, you can also give it an experience.
Yeah.
It's mostly why they're there. I mean, just like, it's because Vonreg comes out on 4.
Mm.
Like, I wouldn't recommend that in the Vader. No one plays that in Vader, right, for that reason. But with Vonreg, you're just like, yeah, just dump them. And you have to play the ship first with Vonreg anyway, so you might as well play something that pumps up another thing.
I would say the only change I would make is I would dump Fang Fighters for double of the red power failures. I like those better.
I don't get Vonreg's abilities with power failures, but I do with the Fang Fighters.
I guess. But
also, Arm to the Teeth is hilarious because I did have like a Vonreg stacked on like a Victor Leader, and then just shoved Arm to the Teeth, and they would swing in and give something else 3.
Oh my gosh, that's nasty, man.
It's a very quick deck. Very fun. Not as fast as Kaz Blue, but faster than Vader. So Vader has to end up controlling your ships, which is kind of awkward. But, you still have access to OB. You still have Vader Pilot. The droid missile platform is hilarious. Actually, both the droid missile and the taps are just like, I play really high attacking things. I played against the Yoda Green. I dropped the Tri-Fighter when he flipped Yoda. He can't restore anymore.
Oh, that's great. Love it.
But it's very fun. Would recommend. I mean, Space Aggro does really well into Force spaces, so if you're tired of losing to Force things, try Space Aggro. Or Hard Control. No in between. Super fast aggro space, or just like trying to hard control.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still also like kind of messing with the sideboard as well. I might like main deck triple OB and like cut a Vader Pilot, because like Vader Pilot, if you're not going wide, it gets a little bit weird. But I mean, I rarely get up to like 5 resources or 6 resources for the OB to matter, but it does matter occasionally.
Yeah, so usually like you very rarely need that because you just rather play cards than that.
But when you shove Vonreg into like a 4 attack ship, and then next turn you OB for 9. It gets pretty silly.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's neat. I do think there's viability to Vonreg. I think people, once we get through this force throw meta, we can, play that. Like, outside of the fact that you can't draw cards, like, really, like, if they force throw you, they're just gonna cry because you're like, oh, here's a 1-card.
If you even have a hand, this tends to like play everything.
We just get rid of everything. Like, yeah, exactly.
Then you smuggle out the arm to the teeth because they never see it coming.
Yeah. Because you can put that arm to the teeth on a ship that has Vader on it too, by the way.
Like, and I've done that.
It's even worse then.
Just casually give this like
ship a +5.
Yeah, and then 1 on attack damage and give something else +2. And by the way, it's probably +6 because I use Vonreg's ability.
Yep. The best would be is if you could put Vader on his own ship and then put arm to the teeth on it. That's the ultimate play right there. That's the Chad version.
Sure. But yeah, from not like extensive playtests with this, but it's really fun. It's really good. It's so funny. And you actually you have 15-ish ones, right? Because I'm including Mauler Mithril as like a 1-drop, so you can actually pretty decently play 2 ships on turn 1. So it's not like you get super log jammed with that. I mean, you ideally want 2 1s, but an Exegol Patroller or like a Silencer or a Strike Ship aren't bad first turn plays either.
No, not at all. So, well, all right. Well, those were our desks. Those were our desks. Those were our new decks. Thank you very much.